Oh, here?
We are here now. We are here. We're unmuted. We're
Hello. Hello. We got some Jasons in chat already. Jester1, thanks for handing out some gift subs.
Aw,
Happy
thank you,
Moon
Jester.
Day, everyone.
Yeah, it's Jason's. This like last week was Jason's 3-year anniversary with us. So
Yeah. 3 years since the show got good.
You guys want to hear, before we start, a funny story about my dog just now?
Yep.
I took her for a walk, and she definitely got frightened. Jason wants to hear it. She
One
definitely
laser
got-
means yes, 2 lasers means no.
She
We know
definitely
this.
got two lasers mean yes.
Yes, yes.
She definitely got frightened by a cardboard.
We have no Harlan sound from Yesy Cow in chat.
There we go.
Harlan.
Thank you. I fixed it. Thank you. I'm back.
Took my
I'm here.
wonderful dog for a walk, and she definitely got scared by and growled at a cardboard Halloween cat in somebody's yard. And then, so like I pulled her away. I was like, come on. And then we came across another one that was closer to the sidewalk. And so she got real low and started sneaking up on it and got real close. And I went, woo, and scared the hell out of her. And it was amazing.
You booed your dog. Huh?
I did.
Incredible. You got to show her the thumb trick next. Yeah. What's everybody's
No
favorite?
Kai tonight.
No Kai tonight.
Okay, tonight.
Yeah, we're still playing throughout. Aaron has some. He threw his back out in a large, complicated way. So it is us, but we have a shout out to Aaron Uris because he was like, "Hey, I can't make it tonight. You all should still play. I've been thinking about Olophanticulus and Kai's turns so much that I can just message them to Jordan and Jordan can handle it," which was like, I was like, that is incredible. Usually we would skip in important moments like this, but Aaron was like, I got it. Don't worry. I know. I've been thinking about this already. I know what
And
to
he
do.
has.
Yeah.
I know what happens.
It has been a very big week over here at Better Than Heroes. This is going to be episode 31 of Arc 5 of Better Than Heroes. If you're new to our stream, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rachel Weeks. I play Click, the level 14 Crane Fighter.
Hey, I'm Andrew Overdahl, and I play Flute, aka the Wind Rider, a human bard warlock.
I'm level Moon Boy. I'm Jordan Dahl.
My name is
and
level 7. Yeah.
I play the Moon Boy, a level 14 Moon Boy. I also play Kai Hammerstein tonight. I also play Olophanticulus tonight. I also play Laloon, the Moon Girl.
Jordan's really stepping into my shoes tonight.
I'm freaking cyber decking over here.
Yeah, are we at the point where Jordan plays more characters than you?
Oh, that's a
think
good. That's it. Honestly, with what is on the board right now, no.
Yeah, you got like 30 mind flayers.
No, even without the mind players that are behind you, I have enough NPCs that I'm still going. So, yeah.
Jordan
great.
does have the monitor for it, so it should work.
Yes.
This thing is insane. And I know
don't
I'm
know what we're
eating
talking
pizza,
about,
but
hop
I
into
promise
our
I'm taking this
Discord.
seriously.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, hop into our Discord. Jordan's on a guest monitor that is wild.
I got a free monitor that was broken, and then I accidentally fixed it and was like, oh no, what have I done? I've ruined myself for everything now.
Tonight we're going to play some 5e Spelljammer Dungeons & Dragons. But first, our show is live soundtracked by the wonderful Jason Wardell. You can hear him on the keys, on the lasers. He'll be bringing you sweet tunes and mood all episode. This episode is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. We are so grateful to all of you who literally make this show possible. You help us pay the artists that make this show cool and special and fun to play. Every Map is Story, who does our maps. Jason Wardell, who plays the keys.
That's it. That's the whole list.
That's the list. I mean, we also have Jordan.
Hello.
Will Podorf.
Will Podorf is in
done
the chat.
art for the show. Allow us to pay everybody and help Kia cover the costs of making this show every week for y'all. If you love the show and you want to see it grow, consider supporting the show. You can do so financially by following us or by subscribing on Twitch or joining our Patreon. You can pick up some sweet merch over on Teespring, formerly Teespring.
Formerly.
There's stickers, there's mugs. They've got our logos and characters on it. You should go check them out. But you can also support the show just by showing up here live on Monday. That's awesome. You already are one step in. You could follow the show. You could follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, or you could just tell your friends about the show. Tell them we're out here. We're doing cool stuff. We got the best artists in town. Jason just celebrated 3 years of playing the keys for us. It's been a very big week. We appreciate everything that you guys do to make us better than heroes. So thanks for coming, and we're going to play some D&D. But first, it's time for Jordan to play one more character, Aaron Urist.
Previously on Better Than Heroes, deep in the Psychropolis, the crew breached the psychic sphincter of the Elder Brain's briny sanctum and moved to battle the brain golems that rose from the pool of marinade. Back at the start of the jump puzzle, Moon Girl did a whoopsie. Her teleport spell went awry, sending her and the other stragglers to the wrong room, which was filled with mind flayers and portals, destroying the poor remaining fishfolk with psychic damage. With Leloon and the Breeze Traveler gone, Talon held the hallway alone, weathering a storm of mind blasts as Illithids advanced through the flames. With the Elder Brain still nowhere to be seen, Moonboy summoned a water elemental that dove down and found it, down in the soup, in its tank, vibing. As more mind hunks rise from the brain brine, and with Illithids pressing ever Squidward, can the crew take down the galaxy brain? Is Talon doomed? Will the pool be drained of psionic hot dog water and filled with justice? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes!
Jordan, you did it! That was awesome!
You made that one extra weird just for you.
I love it.
Apparently my Kai Hammerstein sounds a little bit like Klaus from American Dad.
Hey, shout
a
out.
little bit more German than he does these days.
Yeah.
But he used to go very German with it.
Yeah.
So it's drifted a little bit.
He's got a cosmopolitan Tears of Saloon accent these days.
Yeah. If you watch any TTRPG live play for a while, everybody's accent shifts, and not like warbles. It's like a gradient. It locks
slides.
in after you play it for a while.
I mean, the same is true with like TV shows, you know? Think about how Homer Simpson sounded at the start.
Yeah.
Come here, boy. What?
Yeah, that's right. All those voices in that first season are crazy.
I'm Marge.
Because you just got to do it for a while and then until you figure it out what's comfortable. Yeah. Okay.
Except for Bart. It's really nailed Bart right out of the gate.
Yeah, she's a genius. So we are jumping right back into it here because it is the Elder Brain's turn. We are in the point of the combat where the Elder Brain is in initiative here.
Why did we stop there?
What a bad decision.
Yeah, who did that?
It's almost as though the Elder Brain made this decision.
And we're going to see this scene here through the eyes of the elemental that is at the bottom of this brine pool. And Jordan, will you tell us what this elemental looks like? I know we talked about it before, but...
Yes, this elemental looks like a very long, shimmering... It's like a cross between an oarfish and a mantis shrimp. You know what an oarfish is?
I'm gonna Google it in a little bit. But...
They're very cool. They lie vertically in the water looking up for things to eat and then shoot up and grab them, and they can grow up to be like 30 feet long or something. They're very sea serpenty. But this thing is like kind of the length and color of an oarfish, but it has like a carapace running down it and kind of colorful splotches, and it has these two little punching mantis arms and these great big flowing fins that help propel it through the water.
Incredible. Great description, Jordan. You're
Thank you.
knocking it out of the park already. And then
Oh boy.
Andrew,
Nowhere to go but down.
Flute no, it's not Flute. Someone has another being conjured in this room that is floating up in the air above the brine pool, and I believe that is Nyx, right?
Yes.
Yes, the celestial.
Cool, yeah, and that's up in the air, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check
Flying.
before you see the creature, this like briny or the shrimp here, this like feathery shrimp at the bottom of the brine pool, sees the elder brain kind of slam itself into the side in a way that is not aggressive, but seems to be very almost acrobatic as it moves itself 10 feet.
What?
Toward the mantis shrimp here. And the mantis shrimp sees it gesticulate, floating inside of its glass tank.
Gesticulating?
And all of its tentacles are kind of like moving around, almost dancing as it wiggles about. And you see this green energy. The mantis shrimp sees this green energy grow behind, right at the back of its brain, and it just starts to like a dog throwing up. It's like, and then as this large glow starts to form, and then blasts out into a purple energy. And Flute, you are already
Dog
stunned.
throw.
You're correct.
I believe I am stunned.
Yep. And I
Don't
need
recall making a save to become unstunned.
I need Click.
I hit you
and-
with something.
I need Click and Kai to both make a intelligence saving throw. As the elder brain
Can I use
is,
Flash of Genius on his intelligence saving throws?
I have full faith that Jordan can do whatever he wants with Kai's character.
Boy,
Okay.
you'd be surprised. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on over there. I know. I've glimpsed at it.
So
I've tried
many
to keep track of it.
buttons.
Kai, and chat has reminded you that Kai has foresight as well.
That's right. That's right.
I am very glad I have advantage here.
Let me just make sure I know
rolled a
what
natural
foresight
1,
does.
but then a 19.
Oh,
There we
thank
go.
God.
There we
Nice.
go. So 19 in total.
Advantage
Yeah.
on attack
19
rolls,
total,
ability
yeah.
checks, and saving throws.
It is saving. Flash of Genius can be used when saving throws.
Nice.
I don't know how many times he's used it, but I know that he loves to use it, so using it would be in
even
the spirit
possible?
of Aaron.
Oh God. So I rolled a 1 and a 26.
Hey, look. Getting our natural ones out while we have advantage
Wow.
just feels good.
Terrifying.
Yeah, great job there. Great job. The 26 succeeds. The 19
Fuck.
does not.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Shit.
How close am I? Sorry.
I mean, Click and Kai are like 15 feet apart.
Is the Moon Boy within 30 feet of Click? Yes.
Yes.
I will use my reaction to Moonbeam falls upon you, and you may roll a d6 and add that.
Okay, here we go.
If Kai's within 30 feet of Click, you can
I
use
rolled a 6.
Flash of Genius on Click.
So I rolled
okay.
a 25 with a little help from my friends.
25 does save, so give us a little flavor on this moment here, Rachel.
I mean, first she rolls a natural 1, so it's dodgy out here.
You feel like the same
so-
mind, like the elder brain, like voice, like ringing in the back of your head, and you can see the wave like come out of the water, and it's no surprise that it's down there. But you just see this like psionic wave come out, and you can hear all of the Elder Brain almost like yelling in the back of your head, like totally disconnecting you from the this like Kreen hive mind. And then what? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it hits her like blindsides her sort of in the back of the head, and a little bit of help from Kai's technology, a little whirs and clicks from the omnipathy engine, a little bit of extra psionic juice gets her to a point where she thinks that she's safe and thinks that like she's just out of reach, and there is a moment of horror when she realizes she's not.
Yeah.
But a glimmer of light, a bolt of moonbeam hits her in the forehead and splits through the loud sound coming from the deep.
Let's go. Great. Yeah. So yeah,
Thank you.
You are not stunned, which means that the Elder Brain on its turn did nothing. It had no effect on anyone here. So huge.
Okay.
I actually we should have the elemental and the radiant celestial both should also make this. I forgot. I was so focused on getting player characters that I just like totally forgot. Yeah.
The celestial failed.
Cool. It is stunned as well.
What kind of save was it?
Intelligence.
Intelligentsia? Well, I rolled a 19 on the die. Let's see how smart this fella is.
That is good. We can confirm that's good.
Plus, no, wait.
Is it -1?
Oh,
it's -3.
Yeah, 16. Right, it fails.
This is a dumb old water blob.
Yeah, I think there's something.
What's happening?
Now, what is the effect? What is the condition that is applied right now?
It's stunned. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not paralyzed or petrified?
Nope, that's correct. Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah, maybe the
So
celestials.
many terrible ways to be in Dungeons and Dragons.
So many bad ways to be. And in life, really.
Yeah.
Am I
These things could
blinded,
happen.
or am I incapacitated, or am I
Am I
stunned?
broken? Am I beyond repair?
Now it's charmed and frightened.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said too here for it being like right next to the being, which mechanically does not matter, but just for the narrative effect of you failing here too, it's like takes this full ass blast. Sorry, I understand.
Ass blast?
Yeah, this huge blast from it as it is right next. It dove down to find it, and it found it, and it regrets it for just like a tiny little moment as there's this huge wave of psionic energy that comes
Listen
off
to
of
those
it.
psionic beams.
Yeah. Jason
I like
is
it.
untouchable. Great. So I guess its turn wasn't totally useless for the DMs keeping track at home. That is the end of the Elder Brain's turn. It is going to bring up a Mind Flayer here who is far away. I'm not going to tell you which
Oh,
one.
I thought that was their name.
Yeah.
Tharp, go!
Yeah, Farp. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, man. This is a bad omen. Its Mind Blast does recharge. I believe, if I'm correct, Talon is not stunned currently, right?
No,
All
she's
right.
currently not.
I haven't marked it on the token, so I'm sticking with that. This one is going to, one of the elite mind players is going to float forward and get right next to her and is not going to use its Mind Blast, but is going to attack her with its tentacles as it floats up, and it's also going to attack it with its sword as well. So the first tentacle attack happens first as Talon was surrounded by allies here, and they all teleport out, and she just hears a very familiar sound. Talon hears the clang of her sister's armor hitting the ground, and she does the math quickly. She knew that a spell was cast for her to fly out there, and she hears the clang of the metal, and she knows too that Nyx is on one of these islands. She doesn't know exactly where she is, but she knows she's in the tunnel here, unable to fly. And at this moment, the mind flayer just like floats up to Talon, and she like turns around for just a second, and she turns back and looks, and she just sees tentacles and the psionic sword attacking her. So the tentacles
has a terrible AC.
the tentacles are going to strike first here. It is a 17 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
Cool. She takes 15 points of
killed
damage. She's grappled, and I need her to make an intelligence saving throw.
Well, she certainly doesn't save.
So she is now stunned as well. So she hears her sister's like armor hit the ground. She's resisted all these attacks, and then one of these elite mind flayers charges toward her, and then the sword is not going to attack because the tentacles just like wrap around the back of her neck so effectively that it doesn't want to risk
Harlan?
breaking the stun. 15 points of damage. Okay. That will be very important soon. So, like the tentacles just like lace up around the back of her neck, just like braiding up into her hair and just like pull them toward her. And she is stunned, and she can just feel this like inhale of the mind flayer, like hungrily growling at her. That is
Slurping.
Going to be the end of that elite mind flayer's turn. And it will bring up Toes, one of the brain golems here. We're going to switch back to this room where the brain golems are. One of these creatures that has come out of the brine pool, these bruisers of the Elder Brain. And it is going to... Toes is the one that came out of the water. It's starting its turn in the fire, so it is going to take... it has to do a dexterity saving throw, and it's going to fail. So it does take a d8 of fire damage. Ooh, I rolled a 1 on that, so it only takes 1 point of fire damage, but it does take that fire damage. And it's going to move toward Kai. Actually, even though it is dumb, it has the Elder Brain whispering in its ear, so I think it's not. I think it's going to move toward you, Click. I changed my mind. It's going to pull itself out of the water, out of the fire that is eternally burning from Australian, and it's going to move over toward you, and it also got its psionic blast back. Damn, the 2 times I've rolled to recharge creatures' psionic blasts, I got 6s on them, so that is not good. And it's going to get up and within melee range of you and go, and there is going to be another blast off of it, which means I know that Olafenticulus, Kai, Moonboy, and Click all need to roll intelligence saving throws, and I'm going to double check to see if Australian does as well.
All right, Click rolls a dirty 20.
Woo! Well, wait.
This is not a magical effect.
No, it is technically not. And it is a 60-foot radius and not a 30-foot radius, which means that Australian also needs to roll to see if
Moonboy has failed.
Oh no!
Australian failed too. Wow.
Holy
So did Olafenticulus.
Oh my god!
What?
Okay, I'm gonna do some flavor here then. As this creature bursts up out of the water, and after all these psionic bursts just keep coming out. You all have resisted so many of these, from the mind flayers behind you to what is in this pool, and this one just gives out a roar, this like ugly flopping roar that sounds like someone clearing their throat, but with like pancakes and a hairdryer, and it just like yells out, and between the last blast that was resisted, it's almost like dodging a punch and then getting hit by the uppercut that was waiting for you as it bursts out of the water. These like tadpoles just falling off of it as it comes out of the water and lets out this blast. And Click, you can see too, Oliphanticulus and Moonboy behind you just freeze in place, and Oxtrillion behind them freeze in place, and the fire is still burning, but now 3 compatriots behind you. You don't even need to turn around because of your vision is so good here that you see all 3 of them are just frozen in one spot. Kai is still... Did Kai succeed? I believe... I don't know if he can even fail on DC 18.
I didn't roll for Kai yet.
Okay.
I didn't realize Kai was in the...
Oh my god.
The Double.
And if Kai's down, what the fuck do we do?
Kai got it.
Of course. Yeah. Cool. That's huge. You said fail, that I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 1? Yeah. Cool. That is going to then bring up...
I rolled a 34.
That's some intelligentsia. That is Nyx's turn in the initiative order.
Oh my gosh. Nyx has fallen to the platform. She knows her sister is in trouble because that's who had cast the magic on her, right?
Yep.
She can't see where her sister is. She just knows that she's just back beyond the bend, and she can only kind of see out into this main room, or it doesn't sound like great things are happening. So she's going to get down on one knee, and she's going to use Divine Intervention. And I have a devil's bargain to pitch you, Harlan. I know you love devil's bargains.
It's true. Any TTRPG I play with Andrew ever, I just use the Jared Logan's devil's bargain anytime. So pitch me, baby.
Here's my devil's bargain to you. So normally when I would use Divine Intervention, I'd roll a D100, and I have to get a 10 or under for it to succeed. So my devil's bargain to you is for every 10% I increase that, Nyx will take 40 damage if it fails, or half as much if it succeeds. And I want to juice it up to a 50-50, which would be 160 hit points if she fails. Lost.
Here, I'll pitch it back to you. I don't want you to gamble. Like, there's no fail succeed in how much it affects her hit points. For every 20 hit points that you knock off of her right now, you can raise the success by 10 on the percentile.
Okay. All right.
So it's there's no gamble with her hit points. If you want to raise the
I could
success
just juice
rate,
it up. Okay.
You can just and I want you to flavor the hell out of this. Like, what is happening right now where she's like literally sweating blood to make this happen?
Does she have to be conscious to use it?
Yes. Yeah. She has to have at least 1 hit point left.
Okay, then she's using 70 of her 73.
Fucking go!
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
Oh my god.
Overall. Yes.
Oh my god.
It's only cool too because this is exactly what that character would do. Like, that is 100%. This is what she would do.
I still have to make the roll, but she kneels down, and it looks like she's gonna be like murmur a prayer, but she just screams out loud, Radane, protect my sister! And her voice rings out in the tunnel, and there's this like crackle and flash of like radiant light around her as she's being like rebuked by her god for like screaming at her, as she is also screaming this prayer.
So you need to roll under a 70 or under a 60.
I did. I got a 49.
Yes.
Let's go.
We can roll something.
Incredible.
She almost passes out. She has 3 hit points. left as she gets kind of swoons there on the platform. I'm trying to track her hit points here.
I got it.
Oops.
But the DM gets to decide what that looks like. But that's her prayer for divine intervention, is to protect her sister.
Talon is disconnected from the Mind Flayer grasp. You all can see her. Well, I guess it's like she's alone, so no one can really see her in this moment. But this is what she experiences: is that she sees this like white light grow from her neck, and it's like a hand grabs them and just pulls every tentacle off of her neck, just slowly and carefully pulls it back, and like nana boo-boos this Mind Flayer as it takes this glowing hand, just appears from out of her chest and pushes this elite Mind Flayer back at her. With that, the sword is going to take an opportunity attack at Talon and is going to miss, because I got I believe a 16 misses, right? Or does she, does that hit?
Talon? No.
Yeah,
16
okay.
hits.
Cool. She takes 10 points of psychic damage as it was like waiting for her to break free with its held action there. But she is no longer stunned, and she is no longer grappled because of this divine intervention, as it just pulls this Mind Flayer off of her, shoves it back, and like slaps her on the face lightly, and she is no longer grappled and is no longer stunned because of this divine intervention.
Okay. She's got so far to make it. Oh my god.
Great use of an NPC, Andrew. That is going to bring up the Breeze Traveler.
Does she have Misty Step, Rachel?
Talon?
Yeah.
No. She's got Fly. Freedom of movement.
It's the Breeze Traveler's turn over here, and he's conscious. He's back here with the loon. Like, we're just going to cut the camera of this game here back over to the loon in this portal room that Mind Flayers are just floating out in excess out of these doors. She can see 6 right now. The Breeze Traveler is like sees his friends go down from this failed teleportation, has seen magic go wrong plenty of times, and is going to try and revive Piss Cricket by doing a medicine check here, and rolled a natural 1. Oh no, the Breeze Traveler rolled a natural 1 in this moment. Sorry, I have to think about this for a tiny second as I think he just falls down prone here, and he's like, don't worry, I will, Laloon, you grab them, I'll get them, let's get out of here, we'll go back this way, he says, pointing to another hallway full of like, floating pathways that are far apart from each other, and as he does, he just like slips and falls on the ground next to Piss Cricket. He's able to get back up, not heal Piss Cricket, and lose half of his movement, and since he only has since he's going to try and drag Piss Cricket with his movement, he's only able to pull Piss Cricket 5 feet, and so he just like falls down. The loon is kind of like looking around like, oh fuck, seeing the 2 other down fish folk and seeing Breeze Traveler fail to help here as they run away from these Mind Flayers that are just pouring through this huge all these doors that are powered by some sort of psionic portal that is connecting all of them. That is the Breeze Traveler's turn, which is going to bring up Auxtrillion, and the flaming elf, the fiery elf, who is able to cast spells that burn eternal here, and he is stunned and is going to fail his check to get unstunned. So you just see him like sweating bullets as he was hit by the Elder Brain stun and is unable to break out with it. Click, you can see it like the fire is lighting up this room, but he is frozen in place. And I think that with that too, Flute, let's have you roll a... Let's have you roll an insight check on yourself.
That's a 22.
Cool. You hear this manic whisper.
23, sorry.
Cool. You hear this manic whisper of the rider inside the back of your head as you're frozen in place, being like, "Get out of here! Get him at all costs! Just bring him to me! Just fuck everything else! Get him to me!" That's it.
I'm stunned, so all the rider hears back is like the dial tone of a phone off the hook.
Yeah, it's like frantic text messages from a friend when you aren't responding to them, and they're just like, "Are you getting this? Hello, are you here?" And that is going to bring up Flute. It's now Flute's turn.
Great.
Oh wait, no, I'm very wrong. Sorry, my initiative order got all fucked up. It's before it's Olaphanticulus, it's Laloon's turn.
Okay. Laloon looks around the room at all these mind flares pouring out. Do they see them? Have the mind players clocked them yet?
Oh, you all teleported into a room where mind flayers were already here. Yes, 100%.
She looks
all
at
these
the downed.
mind flayers are looking at you. Yeah.
She looks at the downed fish folk, and she looks at the breeze traveler who just fell on his fucking ass like an idiot. And she goes, we may have failed them, but I don't have to fail you. And she casts teleport again.
Woo!
To the permanent teleportation circle in her moon station.
Ho, 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 ho! Yes, this interdimensional plane that we have established that she has. Because
she gets all of them out of there.
Oh my god, let's go, because it's established teleportation circle. She just whoops them all out, no problem at all, right? Like, yeah. We've gone through these teleportation rules on the stream before, so I'll spare you all from it, but we have established that she has this demi-plane that is hers, that she uses for safety for moments like this, and she looks around, sees all this, and just whoom, there's a bright flash of moonlight, and they are all gone safely in this warm and cozy demi-plane.
All that's remaining is the illusory shadow of a moon that turns toward the mind flayers, showing a big moon butt, and it farts and then disappears.
Now I have to ask, was that Jason?
Yeah, it's a squeaker too.
Was the fart specifically from Aaron Urist?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't put it past him. I just wanted to know for sure.
That was all me. Aaron's more highbrow than that. He would have thought of something funnier.
Incredible. That is.
So they're out.
They are out. Great turn.
Huge.
Great turn, Jordan Dahl. Great turn, Aaron Urist. Way to.
Well, Jordan runs Laloon.
Oh yeah. No, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. You're right. I got.
That's all Jordan.
Yeah.
Forgive me. I got so confused there because I was excited.
It's okay. Now we have to do Olaphanticulus' turn.
Yeah, that was just pure Jordan Dahl right there. Great turn, Jordan.
Pure uncut Jordan Dahl. No baby powder in this.
Okay, is it now Olaphanticulus?
Except for the cool kind that makes the fart go like...
Sorry, I got excited there.
Yeah, moon dust. That butt was covered in moon dust.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Olaphanticulus?
Yes, it is now Olaphanticulus' turn.
He rolls 21.
To get unstunned?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, first step.
Can he do anything else on his turn, or was that at the end of his turn?
Happens at the end.
The save is his turn.
Okay.
So the planned Aaron Urist turn is kicked down the road here.
Ugh, it was so good too.
Hey, we might still get to it. That is going to bring up Flute then.
Come on, Flute.
All right.
Big rolls.
Look, I hate to be this player that asks for advantage, but can I have advantage since the writer was yelling in my mind?
Oh.
No.
I didn't say he was yelling in my mind.
No.
No, in fact, you get disadvantage.
I was thinking about it, honestly.
Don't do it to him.
I'm not going to do it
Please
to
hammer.
you. I'm not going to
Please
do it to
hammer.
you.
Don't hurt him.
You're gonna hardcore teacher me? Well, I failed. I got a 6.
Right, all right. See you in 3 episodes.
rolled so many saves.
So cruel.
As you, Flute is, your fly has not fallen. So you're still just like floating up in the air, frozen in place. Like this weird, like,
Can you just
Piratey
freeze my
Christ.
screen image
Yeah.
and I'll go watch some baseball? Here, freeze it.
no. You gotta hang out with us. You gotta
While we
listen.
die, you have to watch this.
Like the kid who won't eat his dinner and has to sit at the dinner table anyway. I don't know if that's the appropriate metaphor, but I'm going with it.
It is the brain golem Knees' turn now after Flute. And it is going to look over at Click and is going to take its attacks. It's going to take its melee attacks against Click here as it lets out as it's just like there's this clear liquid just like jetting out of its body. It looks incredibly wounded, and it's going to swing its slam attack at you. It's 2 slam attacks at you, excuse me. It's going to be what's your AC?
16.
It's going to miss on its first one.
Now, I hate to be this guy. It has advantage because she's stunned.
Incredible.
Click's not stunned.
Click's not stunned.
Click's not
Okay,
stunned.
never
Not
mind.
stunned.
Yeah. I was just impressed that it was you and not Andrew telling the teacher we had homework, but yeah, Click is not stunned.
No, we don't. You already said we didn't.
I'm already out the door.
Sorry, la, headphones on.
It is going to, with the second attack, it is going to hit.
Yeah.
So if you have anything you want to do to mitigate that, you can. If not, you're going to take
nope.
19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Cool. As it just like raises a fist up and like swings it at you wildly, and you dodge it, but the other one kind of like, because it doesn't have any bones inside of it, just like cracks over and like a weird pendulum just smacks down on you and slams you into the ground. That is going to be the end of its turn, and that will bring up you, Click.
Yep. Okay. Well, feels like if I don't use it now, when do I use it?
It's up to you.
I am going to use Double Strike.
Ooh,
Click
boy.
is surrounded by giant brain golems, and her friends around her are stunned. She smacks her gauntlets together, and they hum with the sound of 1,000 crane. And a psionic shadow casually steps into the space next to her. And now we are going to hit. Who looks worse, knees or toes?
Absolutely, 100%, without a doubt. Knees looks way worse. Knees is barely holding its body together as like chunks
Sick.
of brain matter are falling off of it, and toes looks very tough.
Okay, well,
So,
we're
yeah.
gonna hit knees first, I guess. With the first hit of this Githka.
Yeah, and just
That one will
Knees
hit.
and toes.
yeah, just mirroring you, like you just like almost step into another form of yourself, and there's now just 2 of you. One is like completely sleek and shrouded in shadow, but your eyes are glowing, and the first you swing at knees, and that hits.
It is going to hit when you hit a target when it's summoned. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done that. Also
Yeah.
hits with the attack, so it lets you roll. Okay, so I roll dice twice.
Yeah. It is. This is an important distinction too. It's like actually maybe like a limitation of it. It's like you can't split the attack. It is mimicking whatever you do. So it's just like doubling your attack. So both you and the shadow click
but I rolled damage dice twice.
Yeah. So and it's this shadow form comes out of your gauntlet. This is a thing you have it's a Kreen artifact here as this version of you is standing next to, and you both just act in unison, striking against knees and doing damage to him.
So 12 on my attack and 10 for the shadow.
Cool. You all give us some flavor here as you all chop up knees together, this like large brain golem.
Well, she pivots on her foot away from the brain golem who just emerged from the brine. And it's like, you know what? Let's take some pieces off the board.
Yeah.
Swings her Githka above her head as her shadow does behind her and cracks it over his big, eyeless whale mouth. And they hit in unison. Does that take knees out?
Yeah. Knees is gone. Knees is totally.
Yes.
The first attack was knees gone. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh well, good. Okay. Well, second attack. Turn. Hit. Toes. They will both hit. This one is 11. Boy, oh boy. Mine is the shadow is 11.
Cool. It's 11 damage and...
Those are so 22 altogether to toes.
Cool.
Third attack. This one is 19 hit.
19 does hit. This is a fleshy boy.
First hit is 8 damage. Second hit is 15. So 23 altogether.
Cool.
And you know what? While we've got double shadow going, she's going to use her action surge.
I was going to say, as you all
again.
Do it. Hit it. Get it.
You all move in unison, you and the shadow self that is like a creation, a conjuring of you as a Kreen, like being wider than yourself and your body, and all these like voices that you hear in your head that are a connection to this larger narrative of yourself outside of yourself physically manifests next to you and is helping you fight, and you just slice this one brain golem in half, turn and just shave off all of these chunks of the other brain golem that are slapping like steaks, just like being thrown at the ground here. And as you cut those pieces off, like hoses turned on, it's just like leaking clear liquid and like warbling in the air. And with that, you and the shadow self like nod at each other and go back in for your action surge. So do it.
First hit, I rolled a 15 and a 12.
Both, that hits. The brain golem's AC, not good. It is a squishy.
Oh no,
brain.
I rolled like a 25 on the dice. The
that's
damage is 15 and a 12.
Oh boy, okay. Sorry, that's 27 points of damage.
Incredible.
Excuse me. How dare I assume that you would ever roll that
18 low? To hit on that second attack.
That one does hit.
Then we're gonna do 9 and keep it in the dice box.
Oh shoot, we got a
10
raid
on that second attack.
Alrighty, I got both of those.
Final attack. Come on, dice. I'll hit. 13 and 10 on that last attack.
So 26?
23 on the third one. No. 13 and 10.
Yeah.
On the sixth attack.
Cool.
Okay. No 20s, but we tried.
But I will say this, like, with you in the shadow version of yourself, like, you all are just, like, chopping up this brain column. And these are 3 huge hulking creatures that have come out of here, and one of them is, like, pulled up and just stunned all of your friends. And so as it did, you turn around and just down one of them and turn back of it, and you are in your shadow self are moving in tandem. You all are mirrors of each other, just attacking and just whoom, 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 into this thing, and it is... it looks withered at this point. There's all these like wriggling bits of brain next to it, and it's just like leaking all of this clear fluid, and it looks very, very wounded.
Add one more thing.
Please.
When I hit with the backside of Click's Githka,
Yep.
I have not used the fire damage from this.
Yeah, please do it.
From the Githka today. So she is, when she makes that final plunge, it's slice, 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 and then raises her Githka for one last hit, plunges it down with the short pointy end, and is going to deal an additional...
These are the Click's turns. These are the Click turns that when she hits big, she can hit big.
4, 8, 9 fire damage.
Woo-wee.
On that last hit.
It is still up here, but I will say with the fire damage, you all know fire damage affects these brain golems differently. And when you stick the end of both you and your shadow self stick it in each side, and there's this burst of flame, it looks panicked, and it is seeing this like brain ooze all around it, and it's almost like gaining sentience for a second and realizing it's going to die, and it just like feels very worried as the flames are kind of licking up the side of its oozy body.
All right, that is what I got.
That was a hell of a turn.
Click leans on her Githka, and her shadow disappears into the gauntlets from whence it came.
And with that, we're going to see another Mind Flayer, another elite Mind Flayer kind of push past here, get right up next to Talon.
So this was my question, because I'm showing this as the elite Mind Flayer that already hit her on
yes. I took those in the wrong order.
Were they
You were
okay?
correct.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
another one that's still in range. Cool.
Correct.
Yep,
Yeah,
no
there's
problem.
2. Yeah, I swapped those. I won't do it next time.
I was just hopeful that I would have to make one fewer terrible roll.
Don't worry, it dashed. It could not.
Sick. Oh,
it could not
thank
reach
God.
it, so it's just floating
Okay.
up there next to
Incredible.
it. That is going to. It is going to bring up another Mind Flayer who is going to float
Yep.
over here.
There's so many of them over here. Yeah.
Who's going to be right next to Talon and is going to make a tentacle attack against Talon. Oh boy. She does have advantage on any intelligence saving throws.
Does she?
Because of the divine intervention. So
Because of the
from
divine
now
intervention.
on,
Okay.
she has it for an hour. So
Okay.
that's going to be a long time in this combat, but I'm just establishing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
Well,
you give me 70 hit points, I'm gonna be kind of nice about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to make. What am I doing?
Yeah, so
just an intelligence save?
I hit you first of all. So
Yeah.
as
I'm
this
sure
Mind
you
Flayer
do.
floats up next to Talon, like she just freed herself because of this like spectral hand that floated out, and it's gone back into her chest, but she's still glowing a little bit, which is that magical resistance. It is going to hit her. She's going to take 15 points of psychic damage. She's grappled, and she needs to make an intelligence saving throw, which she has advantage on.
Okay. 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 Where's her sheet? 19?
19 saves. 19 saves. So she is grappled. She's held by us, but as she feels
Yeah.
these pulses of psionic energy like into her head, there's this bright like flash of light, and she can hear her sister's voice whispering in her ear, just like keeping her sane, keeping her conscious, keeping her resisting these effects. It's like, stay alive, stay alive, God damn it. You hear from Talon. Great, that is the end of that Mind Flayer's turn. that is going to bring up one of the elite mind flayers. That is the one that just a second here. It is already gone. Is that incorrect? Are we repeating the point here? Are we? No, because we haven't gotten to Kai's turn. That one should not be on there that many times. Give me a tiny little second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I just haven't clicked ahead far enough. Sorry. It's Moonboy's turn.
Okay. So, I'm reading the stunned condition.
Mm-hmm.
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly.
Correct.
The incapacitated condition says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It says nothing about a bonus action.
Is that considered an action? I would assume.
I would say, unfortunately, I've never heard of someone being able to use a bonus action as a result of like this loophole. So I think that you are specifically unable to like move at all, and I think the bonus action is assumed inside of that. So unless I'll tell you, if Andrew feels like you should be able to take a bonus action, I will let you take a bonus action.
I mean, here's my argument for it.
We can't hear you, Andrew.
Here's my argument for it.
Yeah, you're muted, Andrew.
Spell like slow specifies bonus action. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Jeremy Crawford says nay. Anything that deprives you of your ability to take actions also
Jeremy.
prevents you from taking a
There it
bonus
is. I
action.
thought it was-
Player's Handbook, page 189.
Andrew, I just
Jeremy
want
Crawford, the
absolute
ultimate
monster.
party ruiner.
Andrew, I just
Okay.
want to say thank you for being terrible. I really appreciate it. It's great.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Okay.
Oh,
The Moon Boy rolls an intelligence saving throw and gets a 21.
Oh, that
Nice.
breaks the stun,
Huge.
baby.
1.
That breaks the
Back
stun.
to
Okay.
us.
The stun is broken. And with
Okay.
that, we go to break. I'm just kidding.
Almost. I need to check on one tiny thing first.
no,
Just need to
don't check out
on
any tiny things.
One
You check nothing.
tiny thing. Is Olafenticulus concentrating on any spells? I believe he is,
He's
right?
concentrating on polymorphs.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
polymorphs
so
are
those
broken.
are de-polymorphed, huh?
Yep.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to use a legendary action. I need Moonboy to. Oh wow! You don't even. You see Olafenticulus stunned next to you, Moonboy, and after you like break this link, you like look over to see how he's.
Olafenticulus broke the
He's
stun.
no longer stunned.
Oh, he's no longer stunned. Fuck! I waited too long to do this. Then never mind. Never mind. I'm not taking any of my legendary actions. I'm
Okay.
holding on to them for later.
Okay.
Terrifying.
And that's the end. That's the end of Moonboy's turn, which means we are going to cut to break here. Yes, I just wanted
No!
to maybe take my legendary action, but I fucked it up. And Olafenticulus and you are both free now. So
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
that's how it goes, baby. You are not playing against a computer. You're playing against a human being who makes mistakes, and that's part of the narrative of the show.
Flaws and dreams and emotions.
Cool. Well, we're gonna
How
take a
big is
break
this
here.
tunnel that we're in?
That is the first half. Wait, that who is it?
Never mind. That's not
cool.
important right now.
This is the first half of our show, and we're about to cut to break here. We're gonna take a 5-minute break where we drink, pee, And we'll see you in just 5 minutes here for the rest of our show. Talk to you soon. Hello, we are back. We are rolling and going.
I'm stress eating.
Back into the Psychropolis fight, the Mind Flayer dungeon that we are inside of right now. It is, in fact, as we come back here, it is another Mind Flayer's turn.
Okay.
It is one that is at the gates here a little bit, right next to Talon, the friend of the party, the beloved NPC. It is going to roll to see if it did not get its stun back. It is
Thank God.
but it is going to be able to float over here and try because Talon is not stunned. It doesn't get to use a specific ability immediately, but it is going to try and latch its tentacles around her as well. It's going to attack her with its tentacles, and it's going to hit, which means that Talon here from this Mind Flayer is going to take an amount of damage that I'm about to say, but have not said yet because I clicked on the wrong tab.
Master of suspense.
It's going to take Talon's going to take 15 points of psychic damage, and she needs to make another intelligence saving throw, which she has an advantage on.
Got a dirty 20.
All right, there she goes. She has this like glow about her that is her sister, like speaking in her ear in a positive way, like encouraging her, like kind of shit talking her, but in a way that gets her hyped up. And so she does have two Mind Flayers that are each have their tentacles wrapped around her head and neck, and they're holding onto her, but she's still like, she's restrained, but she's not stunned. She's still like wriggling against them. Huge.
Oh my God, okay.
That is going to be the end of that Mind Flayer's turn, which is going to bring up Talon.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we're first going to spend some of her sorcery points, 2 of them to be exact, to quicken the 4th level abjuration freedom of movement.
Oh boy.
So she is going to sneeze on herself a little bit and spend 5 feet of movement to free herself from the twice grappled Talon.
That's crazy. You get both? You just get to like be out of there, no problem?
I mean, you can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from a non-magical restraint, so I suppose I could spend 10 to get rid of out of both of them.
That's correct. 100% correct right there from that reading of that spell. That is a huge use of freedom of movement, as she has 2, give us some flavor here, she, like, this magic is taking place, so she has 2 Mind Flayer tentacles just, like, wrapped around her head.
I mean, she's glowing with the love of her sister, and she just gives herself, she's Talon, she's a little saucy, she gives herself a little bit of a shimmy and just like almost sarcastically releases from them, like, oh, you thought you had me, that's hilarious. Like, so funny that you thought you just got to eat my brains right now. My sister's over there.
Could you give him the mechanical finger and like have a little flower pop out of it? Yeah.
And she hasn't used her action yet because that was a bonus action.
Freedom of movement, baby.
So this, well, she had to spend a sorcerer's thing to quicken it, but that's fine. She's going to use Thunder Step.
Let's go. And there it is.
The spell that she murdered a bunch of fish folk with, she is going to try and do some damage to some Mind Flayers. So after just shimmying free of all of the tentacles, she looks back over her shoulder and goes, "See ya," and it goes crack. And she moves
Incredible.
90 feet down the tunnel, and I believe she can land right next to Nyx.
Boom. Incredible. Incredible, Rachel. What a turn for this character.
Oh my
as
god.
she was
I was
Gonzo.
like, if nothing terrible happens, it's gonna be amazing.
Boom. And how much damage I have to make some saves for them.
You make Constitution saving throws, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half on a successful one.
God, I rolled so bad. So tell me what your DC is, and we'll see here.
It's they. Oh god, I don't know. Talon, where's your stuff? Spell save is 15.
Okay, cool. All three of them failed. So tell me what that 3d10 damage is, so I can do some math quickly.
Is everything within 10 feet? Is that three of them, or is there?
Yeah, there's
there was-
actually 10 feet, not 5 feet. So
10
there's
feet,
5 of them then that are within 10
Nice.
feet. Yeah. Oh, the other two saved. So
Okay, well they still take half.
Yep. How much is this thunder step damage here as you crack away? What a spell. I love this spell.
Oh, we rolled pretty good.
Yes,
19, 23 altogether.
Holy
Incredible.
shit, that's good for 3d10.
Yeah!
Oh, man. That's awesome. What a turn. What a turn. What a sassy-ass Talon turn. Like, I truly love in this Nyx Talon dynamic, too, that she's kind of getting her ass saved by her sister here still, too.
Yeah.
Like, incredible. Yeah, this as she just, like, cracks away. She's showing up to save her sister, but has also been saved by her sister as well here.
She appears on the platform next to her sister, and she is covered in blood. She looks horrible and is just like, hey.
this isn't all mine.
Yeah. She's got like some tentacle marks like still on her face too, just like
Good
Oh
lord.
yeah, she's
Wow,
she's got
crazy.
just like hickeys from
yes,
Mind Flayers.
exactly.
Mind hickeys.
Mind hickeys. Mind hickeys. Say it again, chat. Mind hickeys.
Mind hickey.
Mind hickeys. Oh
yuck.
boy. Yucky. What a
Failed
great
saves
turn.
also push them 10 feet. Is that true?
Oh, shoot. The Moonboy's Elemental should have made a save after his turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
He can't break it. He
I
literally
made the
can't break it.
Celestials and it failed.
You
it
can
again.
bring along objects. You can also teleport one willing creature. There's nobody over there.
I'm pushing all their tokens back 10 feet, basically.
Okay. And
There's a
each
little bit
creature
of a
within-
jumble, but because they can like levitate and shit, like it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm just like moving every creature that was affected by that back 10 feet. So
Okay.
great turn. You did
Thanks,
some
chat.
you
Oh,
did some kiting. there.
Talon! Oh, she's not dead right now. Okay,
Man.
cool.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking turn right there. Because I was so ready to eat Talon's brains.
I mean, there was not much I could do about
I felt
it.
sad. I
I think
love that
Nyx
character.
really got it done.
Nick's got it done. Yeah. Great. That is going to bring up Kai. It is Kai's turn now, which I believe Jordan Dahl has instructions for.
I do something great.
Boy. Let me just make sure that this is all possible. I do
Jordan's
have
under a lot of
plan.
pressure tonight. I will tell you. Like
Yeah,
not
there's a lot
only
going on over there.
running twice as the amount of like complicated characters that you're usually running, but also you're under the pressure to roll as well as Aaron Uris tonight, which is a whole other
His
conversation.
character alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can only see one brain golem. You've downed 2 brain golems. The other 2 are just big puddles of clear liquid and fleshy material. The elder brain is under the water here, which you can't see. You have no communing with the elemental that is down there. You can just really see this one brain golem that is in melee range of Click.
Yeah. Yep.
And they got pretty slashed up by clicking
He
the
doesn't have
shadow
the
click.
movement to really make
Would
this
have
happen.
loved to take him off the board, but we did what we could.
I forgot about movement.
So who is still stunned? Auxilian, Flute,
The Elemental and the Celestial.
The Elemental and the Guardian.
That's it.
Where's the Guardian on the initiative?
I think he goes after Flute, right? I mean, after Nyx, right?
After Nyx?
Or did we fuck that up?
The Celestial I summoned?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I rolled for her after Nyx's turn and it failed.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Rachel. You
Andrew's
are
all on top of
the
it.
ruler of the initiative order for all because you often
I don't know. I just like following along at home.
No, it's good. It is truly help in the same way that Andrew sometimes pipes in with rules. It's like helpful for me because there are just so many things
It's a
that I'm
lot.
balancing that I'm like, oh yeah, this token is on the board, but I just totally forgot to add it to the initiative order, so I forgot. So it is never a problem.
Do you know how his displacer works?
I do not.
It's like Misty Step.
I believe it's
kind
like
of.
Misty Step, yeah.
It's like a short burst, short form teleport.
I believe it
I don't know.
is
I don't know the
identical to
specifics.
Okay. Okay. That will probably come up next turn. Okay, Kai is going to rush at Toes.
yeah, the brain golem go for
And
it.
he's going to go, take this, you rat! And he's going to start slugging him with his big electric fists.
Hell yeah.
Um,
He's gonna punch that guy.
he's going to punch that guy.
Blast that guy.
Blast that guy. So the Thunder Gauntlets. Your armored fists each count as a simple melee weapon. Each deals 1d8 thunder damage on a hit. But then he does like some other shit, doesn't he?
He does do other shit.
Oh, it's 1d8 plus 6. I see. Okay, so he's going to roll to hit that guy. I don't know why.
Roll that punch attack. As his fist charges up and he swings at the very wounded brain golem here. That
28 to hit.
28 does hit this fleshy boy.
Okay, he's going to swing another time. And that's going to be a 25 to hit.
These two, just a 1-2 punch here as they both connect and send these electric charges through the brain golem.
And he's going to take 23 points of damage.
That is going to down Toes.
Bring it down.
I think he just like punches one hand into it and punches another hand into it and then just splits them apart. And this thing just
There's a
gets
rushing
ripped
of clear
to
liquid
pieces.
as it gets ripped apart. There's just this like gush of clear liquid.
Yeah.
That is the brain juice keeping this thing alive, and it just falls apart and falls into just gray matter on the ground. And so all three of the brain golems now have been defeated. Shout out to Will Potter, everybody. I'm going to put this art up on the map one more time since all three of them are down. We're not going to see them for a second.
Will Potter's
Holy
mom.
shit. So gross.
Relationship will
So
never be
good.
the same.
Will is selling Mother's Day cards with that image.
Oh my God.
Like one.
Will.
I've been thinking about you.
Find Will in the chat.
Will Potter.
Thinking of you on this very special day.
What do we got to do to get some Mother's Day cards with this
Mom,
thing on
I'm
it?
stunned for you.
Oh my gosh. Incredible. Incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So all three brain golems are down. Once again, they better.
He's going to, as a bonus action, he's going to turn to Oliphanticulus and he's going to say, "You know what you have to do, father." And he's going to cast Sanctuary on Oliphanticulus.
Wow. Okay. Let's go. Baldur's Gate is entered the chat. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't let me forget. I'm gonna put you in charge of remembering that has been cast upon Oliphanticulus because I will forget. So Great turn. Great Kai turn, Jordan. You did a great recap. You did a great Kai turn.
You did him justice.
Justice has been served here.
Fingers crossed.
That is going to bring up another Mind Flayer. Who's going to roll to see if their stun gets recharged and is going to move down the hallway here. Let's see if Talon and Nyx can see them because they are going to dash because they can't attack anyone. They can't quite see it. So they could just kind of hear this like whooshing, this psionic slither happening at the edge of their perception. And that is going to bring us through a round of combat. We are back up to the Elder Brain here. So yeah, we kind of like slink back down toward the depths of this brine pool. And
Harlan, how are we supposed to get it down there? It's so down there.
It's so down there. That's very true.
So down there.
Only gonna move 5, 10, and it's going to use its stun attack again because it can't do anything else. So there's just another like from the elemental's point of view, there's just this like burble and gurgle, and there's a whoosh as again you see out of the water comes another brain blast from the Elder Brain. And the only people in its range that are, because I believe that the elemental is still stunned. The celestial is still stunned. Flute is still stunned. Kai is not stunned. Click is not stunned. Olophanticulus is not stunned. So Kai, Click, and Olophanticulus all need to roll intelligence saving throws to see if they can resist the mind.
Olophanticulus's sanctuary is going to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell, this is an attack.
It's a harmful spell. It's not a spell. Yeah, you got it.
Well, it's not a spell. It would count as an attack, I think, though.
Yep.
Must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target for the spell. Wait, hang on, I lost it. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target for the target or lose the attack or spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as explosion of a fireball.
Yeah. This is an area effect off of its body, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Because it is not a spell and it is not a ranged attack. It is a area effect that is centered off of its body.
Fine.
Yep. Sorry, we did it.
I don't
teacher,
believe you.
We've got some homework. It is. It's not a spell. It can do this every turn.
I don't believe you're sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So
okay.
Click. We need what'd you get, Click? Why we are?
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. That saves exactly. You need a 20 to save here.
That's fine.
So
I rolled a 33.
Totally fine.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's like you can feel this like hum and this wave that's trying to take over your brain and failing once again, Click. And you feel the effects of the intellect fortress just like holding your brain out here. Kai doesn't seem to flinch. And then Olophanticulus.
Rolled a dirty 20.
There it is. That's exactly what you need to save. So this turn, for sure, the Elder Brain did nothing. It failed. And you could even hear the psionic grumble of, like, worry a little bit. It's like this shake, this anger, like when you hear a man getting mad at a bar for something that is his fault. Somebody
peed my pants.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I've never peed my pants. I pee other people's pantses.
Chat, look, I was funny. One time, I was funny for once.
Good lord. Fucking got my ass. I'm gonna clip that.
That is going to bring up a mind flayer who's going to dash forward. One of the elite mind flayers who's holding on by a thread. It psionically stutter steps into this room, following down the hallway, which is going to bring up Nyx's turn. You just know that you can hear these mind flayers following you up, Nyx, as she has her sister by her side now, but she is incredibly wounded.
Sorry,
Yes,
it's Nyx's turn?
It's Nyx's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I totally missed the start of that.
I assume this tunnel is bigger than 10 by 10, right?
No, it is actually specifically 10 by 10.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Wonderful.
well, I would say to the ceiling, but down it goes way, way, way down.
How far is it from the window to the wall?
I mean, it's about like somewhere between sweat and balls. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy,
That was
you
both of us,
two.
Harlan.
You two. Sorry, I'm double checking the spells that I have for poor Nyx, who's gobbled up a good amount of spells here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we ran into the same thing. It was like you all have been crushing, and then I feel like there was the first time where we've seen the engine sputter a little bit because we're getting to the bottom of the pile of spells. I'm not saying there's not some heaters in there. I'm just saying that this is where the pendulum swings a little bit. What you got?
the pendulum swings a little bit. Sorry, I'm double checking.
problem.
I've never played a cleric before. Some of these spells are new to me.
Yeah, it must suck to just like have a stat sheet in front of you that you don't fully understand and
Man,
have
I can't tell you how relieved I am that just the rest of the fish folk and Piss Cricket are out of
Dude.
here.
I'm Jordan. I'm so sorry
Like,
that I got
I know
confused for a
that's
tiny second
nothing.
that you were doing Aaron's orders because that was such a fucking sick turn.
It was
I've been
such a
planning
sick
that.
turn.
I've been planning that move all week.
That was a good turn. Yeah.
Gotta get him out of there.
It's so nice when
out
those
of
pay
there.
off, right?
You're
Yeah.
using lore shit inside of it too to make it all come together. Incredible.
Yeah, Nyx is gonna look at Talon. She's like out of breath, just kind of looking a little withered inside of her plate armor, and she kind of gives her a little smile, and she's like, "I can't believe that worked." And she'll cast Mass Healing Word, which is pretty weak healing spell, but so both of us, Talon, we get 7 hit points back, and then I have blessed healer, so I get a little extra, but we both get 7.
Okay.
And what is Talon's hit points? Because I want to just make sure it's reflected on the token too. Visual.
Talon is currently at 24.
Okay, cool.
Nyx is currently at 15.
Yeah, she was down to 17.
And that's all she can really do.
Yeah.
With her turn. She's not even gonna try to jump across these platforms, so.
Can I throw a challenge out to you two, Flute and Click right now? I mean Andrew and Rachel right now. I want both of them to discuss the idea of like maybe getting out of here. Like that maybe it's the right move to leave. And I don't think that it I'm not saying like as a DM I'm like forcing that. I don't think that they think that. I just want to hear the discussion while they're like got really, really close to death and are been dragged into this party's shit, and I want them to have that like moment alone where they're together and maybe could leave right now, and just want to see how that comes.
I think looking down the hall, there's just like the battle is like removed from them in this moment. They know that there are mind flayers behind them that Talon just thunder stepped away from, and they can hear the distant sounds of battle beyond them through the door, but they're in this like weird little in-between place, this little like island of a temporary safety here.
Well, sister, bad lies ahead and behind. I will tell you, it is not good back there.
It doesn't sound good up ahead either.
Plus, you can't make that jump anyway.
Yeah, I can take my armor off and give it a try.
No, that's...
Are you out of flying magic?
No, I could get us across. But... Are we gonna win this? Just... I don't know, I really want to win this. I don't really want to die in here.
Nyx kind of like looks at her. Is Nyx the older sister or younger sister?
Yeah, Nyx is older.
Yeah, she kind of like looks at her younger sister, who's like very much like competitive and into like winning things, and she like puts her hand on her shoulder and she's like, sometimes it's not about winning it, it's about doing it.
Damn.
Yeah, well, we're certainly doing it. You know what I mean.
Nyx wipes some blood. It was like trickling out of her mouth. She's like, yeah, we're doing it. All right.
Talon pulls a tentacle out of the stuck from the back of the armor. All right. You want to get in there?
We better get in there and
I can
get back
you
to
in
work.
Incredible. Great shit, both of you. Love it. Okay, great. That is going to bring up Auxtrilion's turn, who's this fiery boy. He's going to see if he's stunned or not. He is still stunned.
Oh, jeez, Auxtrilion.
Flute, roll a wisdom or roll a insight check on yourself.
Come on, Flute. I've got Ollie first.
24.
Arlen,
What's that? Say again?
I have Olaphanticulus first.
Mm-hmm.
Olaphanticulus is 7 in the initiative order, if I have him correctly.
Yeah, but Flute's 5?
Flute is... Oh, yeah, it's not Flute's turn. It is Auxtrilion's turn.
Yeah.
And I'm having Flute roll
I
an
see.
insight check on himself during Auxtrilion's turn.
Sure.
Yeah.
I see.
Fair.
24.
I appreciate it. With a 24, since you got over 20 here, you hear this dark force inside of you. The Wind Rider. This evil force inside of you. The Rider.
Rider.
Yeah, excuse me. Say into your ear very directly and very clearly. It's the most like cohesive you've heard him in a long time. He says, if he dies, I'm done. Yeah, and that's it. Great. That's going to bring up a
Is that your 2 weeks notice in hell, dude?
yeah. That is going to bring up a big pile of mind flayers turn.
Olaphanticulus.
Oh yeah, you all can't see any of these mind flayers because they're all on a different board. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm champing
Fine, I
at
can't
the
imagine there's a big pile of mind flayers coming.
Yeah, all of those are in a different spot. You all don't see them. It's fine. Those are all I just put a bunch of mind flayers that were in the room that Laloon was in. You all don't have to deal with them now. It's fine. Sorry, I'm getting confused because I'm seeing different things than you all are seeing, which means
You're doing great.
it is the one and only Aaron Ura's turn, which has been given to you, Moon Boy.
Okay.
Given to you, Jordan Doll, to pull
Now,
off. It is Olaphanticulus' turn.
This is a turn that has been predetermined by Aaron Urist. And this is what I wanted to do at the very, very start. Olophanticulus walks up to the edge of this pool very slowly and steadily. Doesn't even walk. He's in this chair. Goes all the way up to the end, and he kind of puts a hand out over the water, the brain, and feels for a second, and then he goes, there. And he's going to cast Reverse Gravity on the center of the brine pool.
Whoa! What a turn!
That is a 50-foot cylinder that goes up 100 feet. Right in the middle.
Incredible. And you know what? You know what it does? It does not move flute. And if the celestial has a fly speed, it does not move the celestial.
It does.
And I believe the elemental has a fly speed too, because it's a water elemental.
I'm not sure if the elemental does. Let's see.
You're wrong. Maybe it's only the air elemental.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh
It does have a fly speed. 40 feet.
Nice.
I knew it did. I thought so. Cool. So this
is just crashing the elder brain into the ceiling.
It sure might.
Hell yeah. Smush.
So Jordan, I believe that Olophanticulus. I believe that reverse gravity does have a spell saving throw, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just...
Here it is. All creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area when you cast this spell. A creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab onto a fixed object it can reach. But that's kind of all it can do.
You know what?
If some solid object is encountered in this fall, falling objects and creatures strike it just as they would during a normal downward fall. If an object or creature reaches the top of the area without striking anything, it remains there oscillating slightly for the duration.
Oh boy, we're about to get weird here. This is the most math I am willing to do on this show. It is going to fall 120 feet because it's 60 feet down. And it is 60 feet from the water to the ceiling. And it is
so far!
And it is also not able to grab onto anything because it is, I've specifically encased it inside of a glass box. So if I was a cheater here, I would say it reaches outside of the glass box, but this is something that I've specifically built in this encounter to make it difficult to get to with melee attacks, and so it is unable to grab onto anything because it is inside of this glass box, and it has this contraption that it cannot reach outside of, and the contraption it is in is also an object and is not itself, so it can't, I'm not going to bend the rules there. I have it very clearly in my mind what is happening here. So it is just going to automatically fall 120 feet. So we all know, there's one thing I know about Better Than Heroes. It's that we stick to fall damage rules here. So we have been over this many times, that fall damage happens instantaneously. And it is very consequential. So for every 10 feet it falls, it takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage. So that's 16 d6 bludgeoning damage that this Elder Brain is going to take. So, Jordan, would you like to roll?
I don't know if it's going to fall.
It's 12d6. It's 12d6. I said 16.
I don't know if it's going to fall the full distance.
Why is that?
Because the cylinder is only 100 feet high.
No. But you're reversing gravity, and so it is still going to, oomph, and
it specifically says though. Listen.
Yeah, say it.
If an object or creature reaches the top of the area without striking anything, it remains there oscillating slightly for the duration.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it hits nothing.
50-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. So it would basically come floating 40 feet out of the water and stay there.
Hey, that's still way better than it was before.
Way better than it being in the water.
How many feet? Tell me how many feet one more time.
It is... The spell reverses gravity in a 50-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range.
Yeah, if he was going to fall 120, then it just doesn't get there.
If it's all the way at the bottom of the pool, then it won't go all the way to the top. Unless the thing is like 50 feet tall.
You know what? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to call this session here because I need to do... I know for sure that somewhere... I have it in my notes somewhere and I can't pull it up fast enough because you don't got to worry about my Google Docs, but I said last session how deep it was in the water. And I also know that last session I said how high the ceilings were. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go double check. I'm going to go listen to last week's episode and I'm going to be 100% sure about what I said, the water, how deep, because I made your elemental go down there. And so I said it there. And when you all walked in the room, I said how high the ceilings were. So, because if it's 90 feet, if the water is 30 feet down and the ceiling is 60 feet high, it's going to hit the ceiling. But if it's 60 feet down and 60 feet high, it's going to not. And if it's 30 feet down and 30 feet high, it's going to hit the ceiling, but for different damage. So this is one of those things where I know that I have established this, and because we're at the end of the session, I can like call it here and double check my math. If we were playing a home game, I would say, hey, everybody go take a break and order some pizza and eat some pretzels. I'll be right back and dig this out of my notes. But so this is my long explanation of a cliffhanger here.
I get it.
We will find out what Kai's turn does.
There
next
was
time.
part of me that didn't want to say anything, but I had to tell you. I spotted a flaw, and if I didn't say it, the dice gods would have me. They would have me.
I truly think this is part of the fun of D&D. It's like being like, wait, all of a sudden these tiny details matter. Very much. So I'm going to go double check my work as I often ask you all to do. Boy. And we'll pick it up next time.
That's very true. T7112. Finally, Harlan does literally have math homework.
Amazing.
I hate that Dungeons and Dragons has made math exciting for me. If they had used this to teach me math in high school, I would be so good at math.
This is the closest I've ever gotten to doing trigonometry, which it's not because it's straight up and down, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
All
right. Thanks, everybody.
Well, what a combat man. It feels like... have we stabilized? Are we okay?
This is a roller coaster.
Dead? I don't know. It could be both of those.
We are going to not be live next week. So I have 2 weeks to do my homework. Because I got to be gone next week. So because I need this much time to do math homework. And
you're gonna be dialed in.
I know you all came so prepared. Never have you all come so prepared to a session. Yeah, Jordan had not just his turns, but Aaron's turns ready to go. That was an incredible turn of events right there. That was a big swing. Because you also all got hella stunned for a second as well. So great turn, everybody.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a good Later Than Heroes.
Gonna be a good Later Than Heroes. Cool.
If you want to listen to Later Than Heroes, join our Patreon. You can support the show and you can hear what we think about that episode, what we were talking about before, maybe just after, and a little bit of strategizing or not. It depends.
There's also an open seat at the table right now in the Repos and Leads game, which is our monthly game that Aaron Uris runs. That's in world, and it's very good. You're playing with a bunch of other, diehard Better Than Heroes fans. I've run that table. I've hung out with those folks. It's a very fun game. So we do have an opening right now. If you're listening to this and you want to jump in and play some D&D with other fans of Better Than Heroes, come check that out.
All right. Should we do a raid?
Let us raid.
Yeah, let's raid. Jordan, you have a suggestion?
Let's see. Raid it over to Weasel Allen.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! All right, cool. It always helps us if you show up in those raids and you hang out, you say hello.
Yeah, even just say what's up.
Even just saying what's up. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for 3 years of making up spooky soundtracks with us.
Jason's in chat before you go.
Jason's
Jason's
in
in chat over with Weasel Allen.
I'm gonna throw it to the credits, and then I'm gonna throw us into another channel. So we'll see you soon.
Bunch of things.
Stargazer, moon boy, click the crusher, Kai, Humblia, chef, and the wind rider, flute, whim teaser. They're better than he.